What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton, and this is going to be a 12-rounder for the unified WBC and WBO Super-Bantamweight World Championship, and this fight is going to be Saturday, November 27th from the Park Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on Showtime. And to get into both fighters' resumes, Brandon Figueroa, fighting out of the United States, holds a record of 22 wins, no defeats and 1 draw, with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 1 by BoxRec in the Super Bantamweight division. He's also the former WBA regular Super Bantamweight World Champion, as well as the current WBC Super Bantamweight World Champion. And not to list some of his best victories, he has a knockout win over Oscar Escandon, and he's coming off the best victory of his career thus far, which was a knockout win over Luis Neri. And to list his one and only draw, it came by split decision against Julio Ceja. And not to get his opponent's resume, Stephen Fulton, fighting out of the United States as well, holds a record of 19 wins and no defeats, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 2 by BoxRec in the Super Bantamweight division. And he's also the current WBO Super Bantamweight World Champion, as well as the former IBO Super Bantamweight World Champion. And not to list some of his best victories, he has a majority decision win over Joshua Greer Jr., a majority decision victory over Adam Lopez, a unanimous decision victory over Arnold Kgai, and he's coming off the best victory of his career thus far, a unanimous decision victory over Angelo Leo. And in my opinion, this fight is going to go in favor of Stephen Fulton. I mean, Stephen Fulton is just a much more slick boxer. He's just a much better fighter, in my opinion. Figueroa will be the one coming forward, but Fulton is just too slick, too defensive. His counter-punching is great. He's very fast, fluid on his feet, and I'm a big fan of his style. In his last fight against Angelo Leo, he looked tremendous, winning almost every single round on my scorecard, except for maybe 3 or 2, but he looked outstanding, outboxed him, had great footwork, great countering ability. He was also able to beat Angelo Leo at his own game. He fought in the inside a bit and looked great. So who knows if he's able to do that here against Figueroa, but Figueroa does hold a heavy punch. We saw that against Luis Neri, hit him with one shot, and that was it, that body shot. And Figueroa, if he's able to hit Fulton, who knows how Fulton will react? We've never seen Fulton in danger, or we've never seen Fulton fight someone with the power of Figueroa. But I just think that Fulton is going to be the one who's more defensive, more intelligent in the ring here, and he's got the better ring IQ this far. But I think that this fight is an excellent fight for boxing. It's a world title unification, and it's between the number 1 and the number 2 guy according to BoxRec. So I mean, I'm just all excited for this fight. It should be a good one. But yeah, I mean, whoever wins this fight is definitely the best super bantamweight, and hopefully they could possibly fight Mirzahan Akhmadaliev. Because at one moment I did think Akhmadaliev was the best super bantamweight in the world, but I mean, really, when you take a look at the resumes, it's these two. These two, the winner of this fight, is definitely the best super bantamweight in boxing right now, and hopefully could fight Akhmadaliev, as I mentioned earlier. But how I see this fight going down round by round, I think the first half of the fight will go in favor of Fulton, and same with the second half. But I think that Figueroa will have most of his success in the first half. He'll possibly win maybe 3-4 rounds in the first half, and he'll make it very competitive. The first half definitely will be. I mean, who knows? As I said before, I said that Fulton probably will win the first half, but I mean, Figueroa could win a decent amount of rounds, because in the end, I still think Fulton will win a unanimous decision victory. But I mean, Figueroa could win a couple of rounds in the judges' scorecards, and he could win a few maybe later on, like in round 8, round 9, somewhere around there. But that's like 1 to 2 rounds, and that in the second half of the fight. But throughout this fight, it's really going to be Figueroa being the one coming forward on Fulton, and Fulton being the one countering, fighting at mid-range and the outside as well. And we may be able to see Fulton come forward like he did a bit against Angelo Leo. But how I see this fight ending and how I see the judges scoring it, I think that the judges could have it as wide as 118 to 110, maybe 117, 111, or 116 to 112. As I mentioned before, Figueroa could have some success early on, or a good amount of success early on, and win maybe 4 rounds, maybe 3 rounds early on, and then maybe win 1 round later on and could get a 116, 112. But in the end, I just can't see Figueroa winning enough rounds to get a victory in this one. I think that Fulton's slick boxing and countering is going to win him this fight, as well as his hand speed. So therefore, I see Stephen Fulton winning this fight by unanimous decision. to become the unified Super-Bantamweight world champion. So overall, I believe that Stephen Fulton will defeat Brandon Figueroa by unanimous decision to get his 20th victory, and as well to become the new unified world champion, and to add obviously the WBC world title, as well as defending his WBO belt. And I think the judges will score the bout 118 to 110, 117 to 111, and 116 to 112. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.